Good afternoon. Hi. Hello from the heart of Raleigh World in Sellersville, Pennsylvania. I'm here with Charlie the dog. He's right down here next to me. I might be able to get a camera on him later if he stays there. But you'd only see his tail end, which he cleverly puts there. And I say hello to Steve DeHaas, who's first man in on YouTube, and Slim Edelman on Facebook, and Bernd Bookman from over in Germany. Good to see you, Bernd. And I have some music for you guys today. Tom Albright is here. Chuck Thompson. Hi, Chuck. And Aretta Walk is here with Ron. So those guys are visible yet again. And Kate Mack is here. And maybe we'll take a moment here to do a little bit of cloinkifying. So here's to the Christmas week, which rapidly moving up here. Here's to the solstice, which happens in about 30 hours from now, maybe 32 hours. Cloink. And the days will start becoming longer. And the light will return. So Deb Libby Clark is here, and Ann Mintz. Hello, Ann. Merry Cloinkmas to you as well. And Carol Pred. Hi, Carol. And Rhonda Scott Merrick. People are filtering in slowly. So we'll get a little music going here. I see Ginger Hopper is here. Hello, Ginger, from a temporarily sunny Western Washington state. Yeah, there's a lot of weather out there. I saw a video that my friend Mike Geeson posted from up in Maine where there's like 7 or 8 feet of water where it's usually a walkway, you know. So from Bobby Charles, let's start with this one. If I had my way, I'd leave here today. I'd move in a hurry. I'd find me a place where I could stand and not have to worry. A place to be loose, a place I could lose these Tennessee blues. I'd find me a spot on some mountain top with no one around me, with valleys and streams and birds in the trees and lakes all around me. A place to be loose, a place I could lose these Tennessee blues. to forget all my regrets. Keep just the good times. The place I could sleep with nothing but peace and feel free at all times. A place to be loose, a place I could lose these Tennessee blues. The Tennessee Blues, written by Bobby Charles, who also wrote See You Later Alligator. Talk about a versatile kind of songwriter there. So we're going to go back into standard tuning here. I've been trying to use my ear more when I tune instead of using these contraptions, but I'm using the contraption, the electronic tuner, to check myself to see how close I am. When I went into drop D before, I was really close. I was right on. So I see more people are showing up. There's, let me back up here. Ginger Hopper, Debbie Moore, and Bob McKenna, and Mike Stillman, and Mike Verbeck, and Charlotte Cantrell, and Charlie Bryant. And I think I said hi to Ginger Hopper. Michael Miller from down there in North Carolina. And David Irwin is here from Wisconsin. So Dave and Helen, are you guys doing a concert tomorrow night? Put it on here so I can announce it if it is. I usually assume you are. And Rhonda Scott Merrick, I said hi to, and Jim Greco, my old buddy from Kent State days. And that's what we have up till now. We're coming along. So next up is a tune from the great Mose Allison. And this is one of his kind of bluesier numbers. Let's pick it up. That's better. Now one of these days I'm gonna get myself right, do all my business in the daylight. One of these days I'm gonna get myself right, do all my business in the broad daylight. And one of these days I'm gonna get myself straight. You know I'm gonna quit acting like a reprobate. One of these days I'm gonna get myself straight. I'm gonna quit staying out late, quit acting like a reprobate. one of these days, you know I'm gonna get in step. It won't be long, people, before I'll be needing help. One of these days. You know I'm gonna get in step. It won't be long, people, for I'll be needing help. And one of these days, I'm gonna go back home. Gonna sit down on my front porch, compose me a poem. One of these days, I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna sit down on my front porch, compose a poem. Yes, one of these days, gonna get myself right, do all my business in the daylight. One of these days, I'm gonna get myself right. Do all my business in the broad daylight. Let's take it around again here. Yeah, one of these days. One of These Days by Mose Allison. And David Irwin says we're doing live stream as guests tonight on Boston musician Jim Scott, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and may live stream Christmas Day on Facebook. So you can check that out, folks. These guys are both great guitarists, Helen and David. They're really terrific. And I see Dave Allen is here watching on YouTube, but commenting here. And my buddy Rob Bulkley out there in Seattle, and great old friend of mine. And Bunny Barnes is here. She said she's in a Zoom with Martin Taylor and Pierre Ben-Suzanne. Why don't you drop some names for us there, Bunny? I'd do the same thing if I were you. And like that. So, Robin Gray. Hello, Robin. Good to see you. And let me see what we got here. It's announcements time. So, The Invisibles, Joel Biget, Mario Prue, Judith Fox, Kit Serikaku, and maybe there are others, maybe not. I think I need a little more coffee. I want to save some of this because I bought myself a donut as a big treat for myself, and it's really nice to have a nice sweet chocolate-coated donut with coffee. I want to save a little. But I digress. Anyhow, so Charlie Bryan says, my twin sister is going to be there in Rockville tomorrow. That's Miss Marcy Markser, who is my spiritual sister. And not a twin, actually, but a look-alike. At least it used to be that way. And if you're near Rockville, you should go see Marcy. I'm sure she's there with her spouse, Kathy Fink, and I know they're doing a bunch of China meets old time music things with a Chinese player too, and like that. So you should go see them just in time for the announcements. So there's a PayPal link here, as there always is, right there, and Venmo if you'd like to spread a little Christmas cheer to me and Charlie. Let me see if I can get Charlie on camera here. That's the boy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. There, look for the camera. Yeah, show him your belly. Show him your genitalia. That's always good, Charlie. So he's got his little disc with him. He brought his disc over. When I got ready to start performing today, he decided that would be like a really great time to play. So we had to... I think that went the wrong way. I think it would be a little more like this. We had to deal with that. That's too low. And then we're going to go back up here. The things I do for my dog. That's good enough. So Charlie's been getting better and better. He visited the behaviorist on Monday, and it seems like we're working with him, and he's getting a little bit better day by day. I was able to leave him off lead yesterday at the park for a little bit. He and his girlfriend Maxie had a stick keep away game, and I wish we could have gotten on videoed it. But while they're doing it, you have to try to control the dogs. You can't get your phone out. So Rick and I just stand there and laugh while it goes on, and then we have no record of it. So it goes. I don't have much else in the way of announcements. I should mention that this today is concert number 599. So on Sunday, we'll celebrate number 600. That'll be fun. And the schedule this week, I'm on now Thursday, and look at David Irwin's posts here to see when he and Helen are on. And then Thursday, Alex Bevan is doing one of his rare live streams at 3:30, and that's probably his Christmas live stream. And on Friday, Slim, are you going to be on Friday? He's doing his show at 3:30 Eastern Time, end of the year show, and I won't be doing another show on the 29th. So catch him if you want to catch Slim in 2023. Tomorrow will be the time, or Friday. Friday it is. And then I think Bunny might be on Friday too, but I forgot to check. Bunny Barnes, yes, doing my show, she says, so that's good. Bunny will be at 4 o'clock Eastern Time, if I remember correctly. And then on Saturday, I think Warren Bendler is doing his show on Saturday this week. I'm guessing about all these things anymore. And today, Sunday, I will be back at 10:30 for concert number 600, and I have a couple of special things planned for it, but I'll ask for requests too. Okay, so that's all of that stuff. The next up we have is a guitar instrumental for today, and we'll see if I can. Oh yeah, you know what I wanted to say? For years, I've been bitching and moaning about my right index finger and the focal dystonia, and I've been really working over the last several months at studying my hand movement and slowing it down. What happens is, I'll kind of show you here. Let me see if I can switch cameras and show you this way. So what happens is, when I pluck a string, normally you'd pluck the string and your finger would do that. It would go kind of automatically go back. But when I pluck a string, usually with my middle finger, it'll do that, just like that. But with my index finger, it'll lock up here. And then I have to consciously think about moving it back. I can do that and consciously move it back as quick as you please, but not as quick as you please. So what has happened since 1996, when this problem started, is that that screwed up many of the things I played, and I have a hard time playing them, because if in those milliseconds that you need to hit the next note, you can't get there. So I've just noticed with this really careful practice over the last couple months that it's starting to get better. I was watching my hand today, and the finger was returning. It was returning to a default position that wasn't curled. So I have hope. And those of you, I know Helen has had some problems with focal dystonia. And it's hard to figure out how to work around it. But for me, if anything is going to work, this is going to be it. So I'm going to keep doing it. Now that doesn't mean I won't totally screw up this instrumental, but I'll give it a try. I'll try to screw it up for you. This is from the Reverend Gary Davis. It's called The 12 Sticks, or The Boy Was Playing the Guitar and Kissing the Girl at the Same Time. So here we go. The 12 Sticks. The boy was playing the guitar and kissing the girl at the same time. The Reverend, one of my guiding lights. That's him right there behind me in that black and white picture. And David Irwin says, Helen Prax is really slow, been attending for years, having a little return of use, but it's still not anywhere near what it was. Yeah, that's kind of my story too, but it seems to be getting better quicker right now, so hopefully for Helen too. Focal dystonia during the 1800s was called musician's cramp. So it's caused often by repetitive motion, and there's few who do as much repetitive motion as studied musicians do. So there it is. So I have one more song for you today, and I want to talk a little bit about this song. I wrote this song 3 years ago, and what happened was It was during the heart of the pandemic. The election had just been decided and Joe Biden had won the election, but it was not clear whether they'd be able to get Trump out of office. My dear love of my life, Janice, had passed away a couple weeks before. And it was a very down time. And when I look back on this song now, I think of it as being a song, a pandemic song, you know. And I thought about, you know, adjusting the lyrics a little bit and making it into something which was more, quote unquote, evergreen. But I want it to stay as a pandemic song. It was done in the spirit of what was going on in the world at that time, and as such, it's, at least for me, it's my own personal history. It's a historical document. So this is called 4 Days Till Christmas, and I should say I wrote it because my good friends, the girls from Mars, Wendy Bourne and Lauren Jansen and Annie Patterson, asked me to be on an online Christmas show with them. And I think they did it because they knew I was really struggling, and they wanted to take my mind off my troubles and cheer me up. And I looked at it and said, I didn't do Christmas songs at the best of times, but I certainly don't feel like doing Christmas songs right now. So what I did instead was I wrote this song and did that to, you know, just kind of as a buzzkill for their whole show. I think it was a interesting contrast to their wonderful swing music. So this is 4 Days Till Christmas. Well, it's 4 days till Christmas, and the mornings are so dark. I put on all my layers, get the dog out to the park. The year has been a tragedy, and the world is pale and cold. It's 4 days till Christmas, and I am growing old. We're waiting on the season, we're hoping for the sun. We're clinging to a lifeline into 2021. We've had a grave misfortune with all its twists and turns. But 4 days till Christmas is when the light returns. So it's ashes to ashes, and then it's dust to dust. But we'll put up the Christmas lights and resurrect our trust. It's written in the annals that life's not always fair, but hang that star high on the tree, because hope is in the air. And now we're at the crossing, the turning of the tide. The darkness is defeated before the new Yuletide. We're looking to the future with all its twists and turns, because 4 days till Christmas is when the light returns. Yes, 4 days till Christmas is when the light returns. So be happy, be healthy, Be brave and be calm. Be kind, it's a snap. And if you get cranky, take a nap. So I thank you for joining me again. I love you guys, and look forward to seeing you later in the week. In the meantime, lots of good music in the next several days. I will see you on Sunday if possible. Okay, bye-bye.